Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy K Breezy here. I hope that all of you watching this having a great day. And in today's video, I'm going to be going over and breaking down what I feel like is the best overall class setup for the AK-47 in Call of Duty Modern Warfare. That's, just going to turn the competition into smithereens if you just have like murder on your mind or something like that. With that being said, if you're excited for today's class setup and you're just, an all-around amazing person, be sure to let me know down below by clicking that like button. And while you're at it, if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon, because then you don't have to worry about missing out on some of the latest Call of Duty news or a post from this channel. But first up though, I'm going to run through all the perks and other things that I use with this class to just make the AK-47 pop off that much more. But I use gold so that I can just be toasting and roasting some enemies like some marshmallows while the enemies have a UAV on. Next is battle hardened, because goodie snatching is just just really real in this game, and having battle hardened will stop your goodies from being snatched whenever you can't see. So use battle hardened. But next up after that it's going to be EOD, because I want to just go through the screen and suplex whoever sets those claymores down there, because it just ruins my life. But I'm also using, this is kind of just my preference, kind of just my go-to, but I'm also using C4s and just tack stem shots. C4s because I like to play really aggressive and just being able to get those kills around the corner or over the wall while the enemy couldn't even see me or do anything about it never really ceases to amaze me, and having stem shots is almost essential to winning those 2v1 gunfights. Also, I'm using dead silence because even though I'm a ninja, these footsteps in this game, they sound like an obese person trying to run up their third flight of stairs. So with that being said, they're gonna hear you. And I also use munitions expert because I don't like having to worry about stem shots or ammo when I'm on a higher kill streak. I also use the deagle as my secondary because I just done a lot lightweight trigger for that thing, and now it really pops off now. Like I'm talking like MW2 deagle, like that thing it's something else. You get that lightweight trigger. But the first attachment you're going to want to put on the 23-inch Romanian barrel, because not only does it come with a built-in grip, but it also provides a major boost in damage range, bullet velocity, and overall recoil control with this weapon. And this is probably the best barrel in this category, since it does come with the grip, and since it's a bit more heavy, you'll be aiming down sights a little bit slower and moving a bit slower overall with this weapon. But I mean, this really isn't anything to worry about though, because with these next few attachments that I'm going to be mentioning, this is just going to keep the pain train chugging at full speed and kind of balance those downsides. Moving on though, the next attachment you're going to want to equip is the Staple Grip Tape, because it provides a pretty good boost in ADS speed and sprint to fire speed with this weapon, so that you don't have to worry about getting smacked up by like M4s and MP5s all the time. And while you may be losing some aiming stability in the process, for the most part, that's going to be negated by the barrel that we equipped earlier. So it's almost like you're getting some free buffs, because you're not really going to see that loss in aiming stability. For this next attachment, it was going to be an underbarrel attachment. It was going to be probably the commando grip, but once I unlocked that Romanian barrel, it locks the underbarrel attachment anyway, so I can't even have one. But anyway, the next attachment you're going to want to equip is the tack laser, not just because it's one of my favorite attachments to use, but because it gives you a pretty good boost in ADS speed, aiming stability, and aim walking steadiness at the cost of enemies couldn't see your green beam when you aim down sights. This really isn't anything to worry about though, unless you're trying to do mount kills. So let's take mount kills for example, because if you're mounted up, they'll be able to see your direct line of sight. But in most instances, you're not just going to be sitting there aiming down sight. So this really isn't anything to worry about. And it's just a really good attachment to have. But if you're not really a big fan of lasers, or you feel like your extra attachment slot freed up by the barrel can go somewhere else, I would highly suggest running sleight of hand in its place. The reason for this is, until I unlocked the tack laser, I was using sleight of hand, and while the AK doesn't have like a ridiculously slow reload time, having sleight of hand it always helps. And whenever you just need to reload faster, it's just good to have sleight of hand. So you can try both out for yourself and see which one works the best for you. But the one that made the final cut for me, and is the attachment that I'll probably be using moving on from now, is going to be the tack laser. For the number that comes after 3 and is before 5, we're using the almighty skeleton stock, and the reason for that is it provides a much needed boost in ADS speed and strafing speed with this weapon. Like I always say, if it's an attachment that provides a boost in strafing speed, it's probably a good attachment to be using. And this attachment is kind of like the PB&J of the close quarter stock and the ultralight stock, because it takes the best qualities of those two and just mashes them together for a little bit of more of a decrease in aim and stability, but it's more than worth it. And the reason I went with the skeleton stock instead of the no stock attachment is the reduction in recoil control and aim stability is much less noticeable in the skeleton stock than if you're just using no stock at all. Also, it kind of does look kind of, weird to have the 23-inch barrel on this little itty bitty gun, but we're not here to look good. We're here to drop nukes on people's heads as consistently as possible. And as tradition, I saved the best attachment for last, and the best attachment on this gun, which just really turns it into almost like the AN94 from Black Ops 2, is going to be the 545 times 39mm 30 round mags that make this weapon not only have a faster fire rate, but overall increase in recoil control, also an increase in mobility, even though it's not directly stated in the description. All of which comes at the cost of some weapon damage and range, but this is a pretty even trade-off, because whereas it would have took like 1 or 2 shots to kill somebody, it's just going to take 3 or 4. But at that same time, now you're going to be getting more shots down the range, and you're also going to have a better chance of hitting those shots due to the increased recoil. And if you take these rounds, no stock, and I think the 8.1 inch barrel, you basically make the AK-74U from the original Black Ops, which is just, pretty cool to know. But with that, guys, covers and breaks down what I feel like is the overall best class for the AK-47 assault rifle in Modern Warfare. Altogether, I'd have to say that the AK-47 is a pretty solid weapon, even from the jump street, once you can get past the recoil, because I ain't gonna lie, the thing got some bite to it. But once you get past the recoil and unlock some of the attachments like the grips and the underbarrel stuff, you'll be good, and it'll be worth it in the long run. In almost every Call of Duty, we have an AK-47 variant. I think in part because of how versatile the weapon is, even in real life warfare, and also because at this point it's kind of just iconic to have the AK-47 in Call of Duty. I think the first time that I actually used the AK-47 was when I was playing Call of Duty 4 on PlayStation 3, and even back then that thing, it had some kick to it, but it was a pretty good gun overall. Wasn't as good as the one-tap M16 or wasn't just as fire to get clips with as the M40A3, but I mean, it was a pretty good gun overall. And while we're on the subject, what was your favorite variant of the AK-47 from any Call of Duty title? For me, right now, it would be the AN94 from Black Ops 2, just because at the time that gun really looked cool to me, and I kind of just latched onto it. And once I got the diamond camo for it, it was a wrap. Like, I was just going off for that gun. Or maybe like a close second place would be the AK-74U from Black Ops, because not only was that thing good in zombies when you get that double tap next to the alleyway and Kennedy Toten, but it was also just shredding people in multiplayer. But just let me know down below, what was your favorite variant of the AK-47, which Call of Duty did it come from, and just why you like it so much. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon, because then you don't have to worry about missing out on some of the latest Call of Duty news or a post from this channel. And if you enjoyed today's video, please consider leaving a like, because that really helps me out and lets me know what kind of videos that you guys like to watch. Also, feel free to comment down below with what weapon you want to see next, or just any video ideas that you have in general. But thank you guys again so much for watching, and as always, it's your boy KB. Signing off. Peace.